Hi everybody, this is Eduardo Suarez. In this video we're going to start looking at iRPickTool. iRPickTool is a software package that allows the robot to pick parts from a moving conveyor and place the parts also in a moving conveyor. The typical configuration is as is shown in this workcell, where we have an in-feed conveyor and the moving parts are going to be picked up by the robots. We might have multiple robots, and we may have an outfeed conveyor or fixed station where the parts are going to be placed. I'm going to show you this illustration where we have the typical configuration again. In this layout, we have an in-feed conveyor where the parts are going to be picked up by the robots. The outfeed conveyor is not shown in this image. The conveyor has an encoder. In this case, this is an Ethernet encoder that's going to be connected to one of the robot controllers, and from there it's going to send the pulse counts to the other robot controllers. We're going to go into more details later about the encoder when we discuss the encoder configuration. We're going to have an IR vision system that's going to be used for detecting the position of the parts, and it can either be one camera connected to only one robot controller, or it can be connected to each individual robot controller. Then we're going to have several robots in line that are going to be picking up the parts as they move in the in-feed conveyor, and eventually we're going to have an out-feed conveyor where the robots are going to be placing the parts. This configuration is only one example of the many configurations that we can have. You can have linear conveyors, you can have curved conveyors, you can have multiple in-feed and on-feed conveyors, you can have fixed stations, and you can have combination of all of them. And also you can use sensors instead of camera for detecting the position of the parts. As you can see, the system is very flexible to accommodate to your needs. In terms of the software package, we have iRPickTool and iRPickPRO. iRPickPRO is the software package that is used in RoboGuide for simulation, and actually the suffix PRO is an acronym that stands for Programming Robots Offline. On the other hand, we have iRPickTool, that is a software package that is installed on the physical robot controller. iRPickTool is divided in two categories. We have iRPickTool Basic and iRPickTool. This illustration shows basically what you can get with each one of the software option package. The iRPickTool Basic is the one that is shown on the left, and this software package only has the bare bone configuration for iRPickTool. That's why it's called Basic. If you use this option package, you have to program everything by yourself. And then we have iRPickTool that includes iRPickTool Basic plus other features that they are called plug and play. And basically with plug and play, as the name implies, it has everything that you need to run iRPickTool with the standard TP programs, and carry programs already configured for you. So your programming effort is really minimal. And on top of that, you can have IR vision to do the visual tracking of the parts instead of using sensors, and you can add other options such as 4D graphics that enhances the visualization on the teach pendant. In this video, we're going to look only at iRPickTool. We're not going to consider iRPickTool Basic, since they are two very distinct option packages, and also they are not compatible. That means if you have iRPickTool Basic installed, you cannot install iRPickTool Plug and Play, and vice versa. The two software option packages are iRPickTool Basic J944 and iRPickTool J945. We're going to start by looking at the manual. We're going to go to fanucamerica.com, and on the top right, we're going to log in. Over here, we're going to go to log into my portal. And here you have the option to create an account if you don't have it, and if you have already an account, you can just sign in. Once you have signed in, we're going to go to eDocs, and on the search field we're going to type iRPickTool, and we're going to search for that. Once we have the result, we're going to be looking for this iRPickTool operator manual that at the time of this video is revision number 4. And over here you can download the manual. Once you have the manual, we're going to be looking at chapter number 4 that says iRPickTool basic functions plus plug and play startup procedure. Also, I'm going to show you on this website other resources you can find interesting. We can go to ASI network. ASI stands for Authorized System Integrators. And over here we're going to go to Fan of Friday webinars. On the Fan of Friday webinars, you're going to find several videos on different topics. Unfortunately, these webinars, they were discontinued, and now they are replaced by the Tech Transfer Shorts, where you can find short videos, no more than 10-15 minutes, also on different topics. We're going to go back to RoboGuide. My intention for this video is to show you how to configure iRPickTool from scratch on a real robot controller. This is not going to be a simple task. It's not something that I can show you on a 30-minute video, so I'm going to split it up on several videos. But first, I'm going to show you how to create an iRPickPRO workcell. This is a very useful tool for simulation when you want to prove if your application is capable to handle the throughput that you're expecting to have. We're going to go to Windows, to Windows Start, and we're going to look for Fanuc Robots. Over here, we're going to go to iRPickPRO. When iRPickPRO opens, we're going to have the wizard. Over here, we can select a new cell, or we can select the new cell from File, New Cell. We're going to give it a name, and now over here you have the option to select how many robots and how many in-feed and out-feed conveyors you're going to have, and how many grippers and the parts. So for now, we are going to go with something very simple. We're going to select 2 robots, and we're going to have the number of in-feed conveyors going to be 1, and the number of out-feed conveyors is going to be 1. We are not going to do any selection for the gripper, and the parts we're going to use the standard that is showing over here. And we're going to press OK. On the following step of the wizard is saying that if we're going to create a new robot with the default iRPickPRO configuration, we're going to select this option. So we're going to press Next. Next, we're going to select the version for the software. I'm using the latest version. And over here, we're going to select Handling Tool. This option would be if you're using an LR-made robot. We're going to press Next. Over here, you can select the robot. We're going to go with this robot. We're going to press Next. Additional motion groups. We are not going to select any additional motion groups. We're going to press Next. And here is where you have all the option package that we're going to install. You can see that by default is selecting iRPickTool, the J945. This is going to be the plug and play option. And also is selecting the J946. That's going to be the iRPickTool option for our vision. And also it has the R27, that is the iRPickTool production control. We're going to press next. Now we're going to press finished, and we're going to create the workcell. So here we have the workcell created. We have the two robots, the in-feed conveyor and the off-feed conveyor, and the sensors with the IR vision system on the in-feed and out-feed. Since we're using the plug-and-play option package, everything is already configured for you, and we can press the cycle start button, and the cell is going to start running. You're going to see the flow of parts on the in-feed conveyor. The robot 1 is going to start picking up the parts, and then robot 2 is going to start picking up the parts, and there we're waiting for just the location on the out-feed conveyor to place a part. You're going to see that iRPickPRO looks different than HandlePRO. Over here we have two tabs. One tab is for iRPickTool. This is the one we're showing right now. And there is another tab for RoboGuide. That's where you have the normal stuff that you see on HandlePRO, like the two robot controllers and the programs and everything else for the workcell. There are a lot of things that we can explore in here, but I don't want to spend time showing you iRPickPRO. That would be a subject for a future video. For now, I just want to show you something else. We're going to stop the cell for a moment. We're going to select one of the robots. We're going to right click. We're going to go to properties. We're going to go to general. And we're going to go to serialize robot. On the wizard, we're going to select robot options. And in here you can see all the option packages that have already configured automatically by using iRPickTool. You can see that we have many more options than the one we have already selected. In a future video, we're going to use these option packages in here to create our workcell using RoboGuide instead of iRPickPRO. To summarize, I've given you an introduction to iRPickTool. I explained you the difference between the two option packages, iRPickTool Basic and Plug and Play, and we created a workcell in iRPickPRO that is fully functional. However, I didn't go into much details on how to work with the simulation. On a future video, I will show you to recreate this workcell we created in here using iRPickPRO, but this time we're going to use HandlePRO, and I'm going to show you from scratch how to go through the configuration exactly the same as you would do in a real robot controller. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.